rain arrived before the evening did, soft against my bedroom window. I reach for paper without thinking, the way I always do when I miss you. I wondered if it was raining where you are, or if the sky had already cleared. Sometimes I like to believe we're still looking at the same clouds. The rain found me first, before your memory came, before I whispered your name again. The rain found me first, and suddenly everything we never said fell quietly between the drops. I made some coffee, but let it grow cold, watching the streets disappear beneath the silver rain, as if the whole town had become an old photograph. People say rain washes things away, but every shower only brings me back to that afternoon when we promised we'd meet again someday. Perhaps the rain still remembers us, even if time has forgotten. The rain found me first and wrapped the world in gentle silence, long enough for me to hear your laughter one more time. The rain found me first and left your name on my heart. Tonight I'll leave the window open.
The rain had almost stopped when I left that little cafe. The streets were shining under the evening lights. I thought about calling your name once more, but silence walked beside me instead. Every traffic light seemed to take forever, as if the whole city knew I wasn't ready to go home without you. Even the wind felt unfamiliar. I walked home alone with your voice still following me down every street. I walked home alone, holding words I never found the courage to say. old record shop was already closed, its windows dark, its music gone. But somehow I could still hear the song we used to love. People pass me by, laughing together, umbrellas touching, shoulder to shoulder. I smiled for them, then looked away before the memories found me again. Sometimes the longest journey isn't the road home, it's learning how to walk without the one you love. I walked home alone, but every step still carried a part of you. I walked home alone, yet somehow your hand never really left mine. Tonight the streets are quiet, but my heart still knows the way back to you.
I found the little street where we said goodbye. The trees were taller now. The seasons had moved on, but somehow the evening light still looked the way it did back then. The old cafe remained with different chairs and different faces. Sitting by the window, I chose our table without thinking, as if you might still arrive. The last place we met still remembers us, even if the world has changed. The last place we met still keeps your laughter between the quiet walls and the fading light. I ordered 2 coffees without realizing, then smiled at my own mistake. Some habits stay with us long after people leave. Outside the rain began to fall, just softly enough to blur the streets. And for a moment I imagined you walking toward me with that familiar smile. Perhaps love never really leaves, it simply waits in the places where 2 hearts once belonged. The last place we met still feels alive whenever I return with quiet memories. The last place we met will always hold a small piece of our story, waiting there for both of us. I whispered blossoms returned again, just as they always do. Every April, but somehow this spring feels quieter without you. I walk the road where we once laughed. The trees remembered more than I expected. Even the wind felt familiar. If we had one more spring, I'd walk beside you a little slower than before. If we had one more spring, I'd tell you the words I thought could wait forever. Flowers bloom without asking who stayed and who had to leave. Perhaps that's why they're beautiful. I smile today thinking of you, not because the sadness disappeared, but because love remained. Spring never forgets the people who once waited together. If we had one more spring, I'd simply stay a little longer beside you until the petals fall.
Past the little bookstore where you always stopped just to look at the window display, even when you weren't buying anything. Across the street, the cafe remains. The chairs have changed, the people have changed, but somehow I still see you there. The place where you smiled still feels warm, even after all these years. The place where you smile still reminds me that happiness can live forever inside a memory. I never realized back then that ordinary days would become the ones I'd miss the most. So now, whenever I return, I smile to
letter still rests inside the second drawer beside my bed. The paper has grown softer with every passing year, from being opened one more time. Sometimes I read it without reaching the end, because every sentence brings your voice back into the room, as if you never left. I still read your letters on quiet evenings when the world grows silent and memories speak. I still read your letters, not to hold on, but to remember how beautiful we once were. The words haven't changed, neither has your handwriting. Only the years have found their place between each line. If I could answer now, I'd write much less and say much more about ordinary days that became precious after you were gone. Some letters never grow old, because love never leaves the page. I still read your letters, and every time they remind me that distance never erased your place in my heart. Good night until tomorrow. If you ever read this, it won't be today. Too many years have quietly passed. The streets we knew have learned new names, but somehow my heart still remembers yours. I hope you found the life you dreamed of, a little house filled with laughter, more morning coffee by an open window, and someone who always made you smile. If you ever read this, please don't be sorry. There was never anything to forgive. If you ever read this, just know you were loved more deeply than words could ever say. Sometimes I still pass the station where we said goodbye. The trains keep coming, the seasons keep changing, and life keeps moving forward as it should. Love doesn't always stay beside us. Sometimes it walks ahead, lighting the road long after two people choose different paths. Maybe the greatest love isn't the one we hold forever. It's the one that quietly teaches us how beautiful a memory can become. If you ever read this, please smile for me the way you always did on quiet afternoons. If you ever read this, don't look back. The story we shared was enough to last a lifetime. If you ever read this, take this letter as my final thank you for every ordinary day that became the most beautiful part of my life. Goodbye, and wherever you are, may every sunset bring you peace until we meet again somewhere beyond these letters. There's a street I haven't walked since the day you said goodbye. Not because I forgot the way, but because I remember too well. The little bookstore still stands there, the bakery on the corner too. I know they're waiting just as before, but I've never found the courage to return. I never took that road again. Some memories are too beautiful to change. I never took that road again because I was afraid I'd still be looking for you at every corner. Friends have asked why I always choose the longer way home. I only smile and tell them I like the quiet streets better. Maybe someday I'll walk there again when the ache has softened, when the evening sun feels warm instead of lonely. But not today. There are places we leave behind, not because they hurt us, but because they remind us how deeply we once loved. I never took that road again, yet somehow it still leads back to you. I never took that road again, but every dream knows the way without asking. My heart still remembers every step. Perhaps tomorrow I'll be brave enough to walk just a little farther.
Tonight I found the letters again, tied together with a faded ribbon, each one beginning with your name, each one ending without goodbye. Some were written on rainy evenings, some beneath a quiet morning light, some with tears, some with smiles, all of them waiting for courage that never came. This is the last letter I'll never send, not because I stopped loving you, but because love sometimes learns to whisper instead of calling out. This is the last letter I'll never send. I'll keep it where memories rest gently inside my heart. I folded every page one by one, listening to the silence that once frightened me, but now feels almost peaceful, like evening rain on an old rooftop. If happiness has found you somewhere far away, then let this letter remain unread, knowing you smiled again is enough for me. Not every love needs a incomplete. This is the last letter I'll never send, yet every word will always belong to the days we shared together. This is the last letter I'll never send, but every page will quietly thank you for teaching me how deeply a heart can remember. Goodbye, not forever, only in words. I found your old address written on an envelope. The ink has slowly faded, but your name still feels the same whenever I whisper it. There were so many things I wanted to tell you about ordinary mornings, the little cafe you used to love, and how I still walk past it sometimes. These are the letters I never had the courage to send, words that stayed between folded paper and a quiet heart. These are the letters you never got to read, but somehow I hope the wind remembers. The flowers bloom again every spring, just as they always did. Only one thing never returned you. People tell me time heals everything. Maybe it softens the edges, but it never erases the handwriting inside my heart. If memories could find their way like old postcards, perhaps one day you would know I never stopped caring. These are the letters I never sent, but somehow they kept finding their way back to me. And every page still begins with your name. Tonight I'll fold this letter one more time. Rain arrived before the evening did, soft against my bedroom window, I reach for paper without thinking, the way I always do when I miss you. I wondered if it was raining where you are, or if the sky had already cleared. Sometimes I like to believe we're still looking at the same clouds. The rain found me first, before your memory came, before I whispered your name again. The rain found me first, and suddenly everything we never said fell quietly between the drops. I made some coffee, but let it grow cold, watching the streets disappear beneath the silver rain, as if the whole town had become an old photograph. People say rain washes things away, but every shower only brings me back to that afternoon when we promised we'd meet again someday. Perhaps the rain still remembers us, even if time has forgotten. The rain found me first and wrapped the world in gentle silence, long enough for me to hear your laughter one more time. The rain found me first and left your name on my heart. Tonight I'll leave the window open.
The rain had almost stopped when I left that little cafe. The streets were shining under the evening lights. I thought about calling your name once more, but silence walked beside me instead. Every traffic light seemed to take forever, as if the whole city knew I wasn't ready to go home without you. Even the wind felt unfamiliar. I walked home alone with your voice still following me down every street. I walked home alone, holding words I never found the courage to say. The old record shop was already closed. its windows dark, its music gone. But somehow I could still hear the song we used to love. People pass me by, laughing together, umbrellas touching, shoulder to shoulder. I smiled for them, then looked away before the memories found me again. Sometimes the longest journey isn't the road home, it's learning how to walk without the one you love. I walked home alone, but every step still carried a part of you. I walked home alone, yet somehow your hand never really left mine. Tonight the streets are quiet, but my heart still knows the way back to you.
I found the little street where we said goodbye. The trees were taller now. The seasons had moved on, but somehow the evening light still looked the way it did back then. The old cafe remained with different chairs and different faces. Sitting by the window, I chose our table without thinking, as if you might still arrive. The last place we met still remembers us, even if the world has changed. The last place we met still keeps your laughter between the quiet walls and the fading light. I ordered 2 coffees without realizing, then smiled at my own mistake. Some habits stay with us long after people leave. Outside the rain began to fall, just softly enough to blur the streets. And for a moment I imagined you walking toward me with that familiar smile. Perhaps love never really leaves, it simply waits in the places where 2 hearts once belonged. The last place we met still feels alive whenever I return with quiet memories. The last place we met will always hold a small piece of our story, waiting there for both of us. I whispered, "Take care," one more time before I walked away. The cherry blossoms returned again, just as they always do. Every April, but somehow this spring feels quieter without you. I walk the road where we once laughed. The trees remembered more than I expected. Even the wind felt familiar. If we had one more spring, I'd walk beside you a little slower than before. If we had one more spring, I'd tell you the words I thought could wait forever. Flowers bloom without asking who stayed and who had to leave. Perhaps that's why they're beautiful. I smile today thinking of you, not because the sadness disappeared, but because love remained. Spring never forgets the people who once waited together. If we had one more spring, I'd simply stay a little longer beside you until the petals fall.
Past the little bookstore where you always stopped just to look at the window display, even when you weren't buying anything. Across the street, the cafe remains. The chairs have changed, the people have changed, but somehow I still see you there. The place where you smiled still feels warm, even after all these years. The place where you smile still reminds me that happiness can live forever inside a memory. never realized back then that ordinary days would become the ones I'd miss the most. So now, whenever I return, I smile too, just in case some part of you is still there. Love leaves small footprints in ordinary places. The place where you smiled still belongs to both of us somehow, until we meet again.
Your last letter still rests inside the second drawer beside my bed. The paper has grown softer with every passing year, from being opened one more time. Sometimes I read it without reaching the end, because every sentence brings your voice back into the room, as if you never left. I still read your letters on quiet evenings when the world grows silent and memories speak. I still read your letters, not to hold on, but to remember how beautiful we once were. The words haven't changed, neither has your handwriting. Only the years have found their place between each line. If I could answer now, I'd write much less and say much more about ordinary days that became precious after you were gone. Some letters never grow old, because love never leaves the page. I still read your letters, and every time
it won't be today. Too many years have quietly passed. The streets we knew have learned new names, but somehow my heart still remembers yours. I hope you found the life you dreamed of, a little house filled with laughter, morning coffee by an open window, and someone who always made you smile. If you ever read this, please don't be sorry. There was never anything to forgive. If you ever read this, just know you were loved more deeply than words could ever say. Sometimes I still pass the station where we said goodbye. The trains keep coming, the seasons keep changing, and life keeps moving forward as it should. Love doesn't always stay beside us. Sometimes it walks ahead, lighting the road long after. Two people choose different paths. Maybe the greatest love isn't the one we hold forever. It's the one that quietly teaches us how beautiful a memory can become. If you ever read this, please smile for me, the way you always did on quiet afternoons. If you ever read this, don't look back. The story we shared was enough to last a lifetime. If you ever read this, take this letter as my final thank you for every ordinary day that became the most beautiful part of my life. Goodbye, and wherever you are, may every sunset bring you peace until we meet again, somewhere beyond these letters. There's a street I haven't walked since the day you said goodbye. Not because I forgot the way, but because I remember too well. The little bookstore still stands there, the bakery on the corner too. I know they're waiting just as before, but I've never found the courage to return.
too beautiful to change. I never took that road again, because I was afraid I'd still be looking for you at every corner. Friends have asked why I always choose the longer way home. I only smile and tell them I like the quiet streets better. Maybe someday I'll walk there again, when the ache has softened, when the evening sun feels warm instead of lonely. But not today. There are places we leave behind, not because they hurt us, but because they remind us how deeply we once loved. I never took that road again, yet somehow it still leads back to you. I never took that road again, but every dream knows the way without asking. My heart still remembers every step. Perhaps tomorrow I'll be brave enough to walk just a little farther.
Tonight I found the letters again, tied together with a faded ribbon, each one beginning with your name, each one ending without goodbye. Some were written on rainy evenings, some beneath a quiet morning light, some with tears, some with smiles, all of them waiting for courage that never came. This is the last letter I'll never send, not because I stopped loving you, but because love sometimes learns to whisper instead of calling out. This is the last letter I'll never send. I'll keep it where memories rest gently inside my heart. I folded every page one by one, listening to the silence that once frightened me, but now feels almost peaceful, like evening rain on an old rooftop. then let this letter remain unread, knowing you smiled again is enough for me. Not every love needs a final answer. Some stories become beautiful because they remain incomplete. This is the last letter I'll never send, yet every word will always belong to the days we shared together. This is the last letter I'll never send, but every page will quietly thank you for teaching me how deeply a heart can remember. Goodbye, not forever, only in words. I found your old address written on an envelope. The ink has slowly faded, but your name still feels the same whenever I whisper it. There were so many things I wanted to tell you about ordinary mornings, the little cafe you used to love, and how I still walk past it sometimes. These are the letters I never had the courage to send, words that stayed between folded paper and a quiet heart. These are the letters you never got to read, but somehow I hope the wind remembers. The flowers bloom again every spring, just as they always did. Only one thing never returned you. People tell me time heals everything. Maybe it softens the edges, but it never erases the handwriting inside my heart. If memories could find their way like old postcards, perhaps one day you would know I never stopped caring. These are